Welcome in. Fuller's Corner Podcast, where we give experience, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. I am Kendrick.
Hey y'all, it's Kia.
Kia is fresh off getting on my nerves.
Per usual. That's what I do.
I'm
usual.
I'm being petty. She chose to take all the Christmas stuff down today and been home all week, right? Correct. Christmas was Monday, right?
I'm on my time frame right now. I'm on my schedule. Like he said, I'm off. I don't got to go back to work until the 4th.
We supposed to be having a family date night today. I didn't tell her that because I didn't get a chance to because she's been cleaning and all of this whatnot. I'm just saying, you know.
I'm an inconvenience to his schedule that I didn't know about.
Yeah, I'm saying,
is that correct?
Like, get the work done and then you can chill. You know what I'm saying?
But let's talk about the fact that it's been that time of the month for me. So I struggle during that time. I've been on my couch.
Got two kids.
Days.
Got 2 kids that can do all of that.
Look.
All of it. Literally all of it. They function.
Chilling. Enjoying our time
I know that.
That's what we've been doing.
I know
Digging.
that. I know that. Trust me.
Today I decided to get up and clean. The New Year's around the corner. I want my house clean, bringing in the new year. So yes, I decided to do it today. Because if I did it sooner, it wouldn't still be clean. Like with 2 kids and a husband and a dog, it wouldn't still be clean if I did it prior to now.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we.
I do what I do best. I works his nerves.
You do what you do best at the most inconvenient times. But it's okay though.
For you, I was fine.
It's okay. It's fine and dandy. We'll make it out on our family day night eventually. Maybe, hopefully by 9. What is it? 3 by 9 o'clock. Maybe.
Because I'm still not done cleaning. I have to push pause so we could do this. I still got to mop. I have to sweep again because I already swept. I still got to mop. We still got to finish putting the rest of the stuff in the attic. Or I got to finish putting the rest of the stuff in the attic.
Yes, because I'm done for today. I had my workout. I went and helped one of our family members change a tire. I'm not doing nothing else for the rest of the day but relaxing and enjoying my weekend because I had to work. You understand what I'm talking about? I had to go to work. The day after Christmas, I went to work. You know what I'm saying? You hear that? Can I say it? Work. I went to work.
Hey, it ain't my fault that my job allows me to have a week and a half off. That's not my fault.
You think I walked into a hot meal every day? No.
I didn't cook?
Like once. No, I'm kidding.
Okay.
Once or twice, maybe, you know. Do you think I walked into a foot rub? You know what I'm saying? Nah. I see how y'all black women is.
We're going to jump into the topic for today before somebody get hurt. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do.
Hey, man, we only human, you know. This is us 24/7, 365. We just got a camera in our face right now. That's the only difference.
Facts.
That's the only difference. Yeah.
I'm probably looking just flushed in the face and everything.
Good.
Talking about a daggone
That's point.
foot rub.
Foot rub, head rub. You know what I'm saying? Rub the taco meat on my chest. You know what I'm saying? All that come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Let me get from up under this blanket because it's getting hot.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
I guess we're going to get on the subject of the day.
Pray for us.
The subject of today is having standards in 2024. Of course, we're married. You know, the dating standards and all that stuff is out the way for us. But what sparked this, I'm going to bring up what sparked this for me. A friend of ours, a mutual friend of ours, I should say, she ain't really like a friend. You know those people who you meet or like, because she's one of my mutual friends' girlfriends.
An acquaintance, maybe?
Yeah, whatever you want to call it. She Facebook friended me a long time ago. You know that deal, like, you know, people, they Facebook friend you because y'all know the same people, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she had this meme on her on her story, and it was like a question. It said, what do you prefer? It had like a thick chick. You know how the thick girls are kind of in style right now, but the curvy, you know what I'm saying? And then it was like a girl kind of similar shape to you. And I ended up commenting on it. I said, because it said left or right. I said left because the girl on the right is a little too close to being basically too big for my liking. You know what I'm saying? In a jokingly way. And it sparked something to me because she replied, she was like, LOL, wow. And it's one of those deals like, I feel like in 2023, going on into 2024, and not to say that she was saying anything bad, but it's like one of those deals like people, you're almost demonized sometimes and put in a bad place when you have a preference of something. You know what I'm saying? Or you don't like a certain deal. But a reason why I brought that up was because it brought this subject to my mind about how those that are single out there, even those that are in a relationship and ain't really married right now, and even people in a marriage, you have to stick by your standards and your beliefs, your standards, and what you'll accept, because you know that's the person that you chose to love. That's the person that you knew you were getting into something with. And I just wanted to talk about that because I feel like, you know, people take preference and they confuse it with judging or being ugly. You know what I'm saying?
I think that happens when people use their preference as a way to put other people down.
Absolutely.
Like, you can have a preference, but that doesn't mean you have to bash the people that don't fit in that box of your preference. Like, let's say men that are more attracted to slimmer girls. Well, then you body shaming the big girls because that's not what you like. You don't have to comment on that at all. Like, if you have your preference, that's fine. But that doesn't mean you have to be vocal about what you don't like in a mean or judgmental way. Like, I think that's when it becomes an issue. Like, you have your black men that may prefer not to date black women. But in the process of them saying they prefer a white woman or a Hispanic woman or Latina woman, whatever, they like, well, because black women too bitter and too mean and too this and too that. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, if that's not what you prefer, that's fine. But you don't have to be vocal about your negative feelings towards what it is you don't like.
Okay, and that was beautifully said. I'm gonna give y'all the rundown of basically the outline of this show today. First, and we're already talking about it, physical appearance, mental state, spiritual state, and last but certainly not least, pun intended, financial state. We're gonna go over all four of those. And I was just gonna piggyback off of you when you were saying those things. Listen, guys. If a dude don't like big girls, he's not fat shaming. You understand? If a girl say she don't like to mess with broke dudes, she ain't angry at broke people.
Yeah.
You understand? Those are the standards that they set. If a girl don't like skinny guys, she ain't skinny shaming. You know what I'm saying? You are allowed and you have a right to like what you want to like. You understand? Like, I really prefer you to get what you like so that you don't have that as a complaint. You see people all the time, you know what I'm saying, like dudes that get with girls and they are good and in shape when they get married. You know what I'm saying? Few years in, heck, the dude get big.
Get comfortable.
And then the girl follow right behind her. And then he talking about some, oh yeah, she just too big now. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you should have been holding her more accountable about staying in shape and keeping your butt in shape.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it comes back to bite people in the butt. Little do we know, I got a foot thing. You've been knowing that our whole relationship. I just don't like ugly feet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sorry, I just don't like it, and that's cool. And this is another thing. Omitting is still lying, guys. If I say now, I'm not telling you to be rude about something. If you need to omit to not be rude, do that. But if somebody is asking you for a reason and you tell them the truth, if you can't take the heat, get out the kitchen.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Point blank, period.
Mm-hmm.
I know I got friends who they don't want to mess with nothing but a BBW. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at Lil Wayne, Lil Butt. Like that, he a leprechaun, and he say all he like is bigger women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's okay to be comfortable in your skin, and I feel like as adults, we're adults, man. This ain't junior high no more. Like
We is
when
not kids.
yeah, I would like a girl or something, and the girl say I'm ugly, and I go cry in the car. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta have thicker skin than that, y'all. You know, you can't fault somebody for liking what they like and wanting what they want.
Especially when you are gonna do the same. Like,
Yeah.
if they telling you I don't like A, B, and C, why are your feelings hurt when you probably have this, you know, something along the same lines? Like,
you got your preferences.
You
too.
have your preferences too. I have never in my life been attracted to short men.
Mm-hmm.
That's just a preference. I mean, I can look at them and be like, "Oh, they cute, they nice looking," but that wasn't even when I was younger. That's not something I was like.
Yep.
You know, I was more attracted to a taller man, my husband. That was just one of my preferences. Is there anything wrong with that? Am I saying short men suck? No.
Like we said, it's a difference between preference and being judgmental.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hang out with them because they fat. That's being judgmental.
Yeah.
I don't want to date the young lady because she's a little bit bigger than I prefer. That's just being honest.
And then, like you said earlier, when you love somebody, we don't look the same as we did when we first got together when we were seniors in high school. We don't. Like, our bodies have changed.
Your body will change.
I didn't have 2 kids. My body is not what it was when we got together. Now, he ain't gonna be like, oh, I gotta get a divorce because you don't look like you did.
I literally put one of our points for the appearance. That's the first thing that someone should, I guess you can say, put through their processing system of if they want to deal with somebody, because that's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, somebody's appearance is the first thing you're gonna see.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know we live in a weird internet world now that y'all fools is talking before y'all even know who the heck you talking to. You probably talking to some, you know, you thinking you talking to Beyonce, and you talking to some dude named Cornelius in his grandma's basement. You understand? But
catfish.
Yeah,
it's
getting catfish. Yeah. You know, well, the thing is, you know, dang, I lost my train of thought. What was he talking about?
Appearance.
I got caught on Cornelius. Oh yeah. Listen, your appearance is the first thing at sight, but it's also the first thing that goes. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to know what you like, but always know that you need to fall into the second stage. And I guess this is a great way to pivot into the second bullet point of this conversation, and that's the mental state of somebody. And I'll just let you lead the way as far as what you prefer from a friend. It ain't got to be just a boyfriend or husband or a friend, whatever. What are mental state red flags and green flags for you?
I mean, for a person in general, like, if you are just a negative Nancy, like, that's just the mind frame you are in 24/7. No. No. Like, I feel like that's, like you said, your appearance comes first. But if you don't click with somebody, like, on a mental, spiritual level, what are you doing? Like, if we don't have anything in common, we can't hold a conversation of some type of substance, I don't want to be around you. Like, if it's constantly we just talking about nonsense, or you want to gossip all the time, I don't want to be around you. I don't.
Appearance comes first, but it holds the least amount of weight.
Yes.
Spiritual, financial, and mental will, if those 3 things aren't trumping the appearance, which we live in a world, like I said, to where some of y'all ASS backwards.
Yep.
Then something ain't right. You know what I'm saying? Like, those 3 can trump that first one like nothing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
But you can continue. Sorry about that.
your family values, your values as just a human being in general. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to be nice to people, like if you just aren't a good person,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't want to be around you.
Absolutely.
If you just are ugly to other people for no reason, like you just look down your nose at people, like you think you better than everybody.
Mm-hmm.
No.
A friend told me he judges people off how they treat him at a restaurant. Treat a server at a
Yeah.
restaurant, and I always knew that, being in the restaurant business when I was in it, but to say that some people literally will judge you off of that and you can show a whole lot about yourself through a small sample size of being around someone like that, that's crucial.
Yep. Because if you treat your server ugly when they just doing their job, if you will treat your parents ugly, that
Mm-hmm.
for right there. If you ugly to your parents, you ugly to your kids.
Yeah,
Why would you not be ugly towards me?
exactly.
You ugly to your spouse. That's the first thing I'm looking at. How you interact with your
Mm-hmm.
spouse. If
Yep.
that ain't right, because if you gonna do wrong by the person you spend your life with, share your life with,
Mm-hmm.
why would you do wrong? Why would you not do wrong by me?
Absolutely. And it's funny too, like, we have our verbal sparring sessions, but usually a man has to be the one to give in first. And me, I'm just one of them people, like, I notice things. I notice a lot of things. And I even notice when I'm being a little too hard on Kia, you know what I mean? And it's just like, you got to throw in that little, sprinkle in a little something, little love here and there, because, we all have our moments, but at the same time too, you gotta sprinkle in that little bit to let people know that, listen, my mental is in check. I'm not just trying to be on you, and it's not all about what you need to do better for me or what I need to do better for you. There is a balance to it, and that's one thing that goes along with the mental part of it. How balanced the person is, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, are they always gossiping? Are they always down on themselves? Are they always, just trying to do the most to impress you and it's starting to scare you? Like,
Yeah.
they just trying to get something out of me. A dude trying to get the draws, whatever, you know what I'm saying? A female trying to get money out of somebody, anything, or
Because you
vice
can
versa.
tell when somebody is genuine.
Yeah.
Like most of the time. I know sometimes some people, they just narcissistic and they good at manipulating people.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the time you can tell when somebody is genuine. If they're doing something because they want to do it out of the kindness of their heart, that not because they like, okay, if I do this,
Yeah.
what's gonna be on the other end for me?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's no, and like that tit for tat, like no, like me and my girlfriend, we'll go have lunch or something. I'm not picking. If I pick up the tab, I'm not doing it because I expect her to do it next time. I want to be nice and I want to treat her. It's not me looking for something in the long term. This is what I want to do right now because I love her. We had a good lunch. I want to treat. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Yeah, it's crucial. Mental should be the most important of all of the three. Well, no, I should say spiritual and mental are.
Yeah, those go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand, and we'll talk about that after our break. But yeah, mental is it's vital. You know what I'm saying? It's vital. As soon as you figure out, okay, I may be attracted to somebody, that's the first thing you need to get on next. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I find this person physically attractive. You know what I'm saying? They checking all the boxes. Let me see what their mental is like. Yeah. Because usually the mental will let you know about all three of them outside of appearance, because appearance is just appearance.
Yeah.
But mental will let you know, it'll open up the floodgates to somebody's spirit, and it'll open up the floodgates to not only their finances, but just possibly the way they manage their life. You know what I'm saying? Like your finances are really comparable as to how you manage your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I see you buying Louis and Gucci every other day, You know, you may have it to do that, but do I want to be with somebody who is materialistic like
Yeah.
that? Even if they're a good person, great smile, all that stuff, checking the boxes. Do I want to be that? You know what I'm saying? I might be really, 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 really frugal. So it may not work. You know what I'm saying? I can see it now.
Like y'all might not be able to meet in the middle.
Yeah.
So, catch on to stuff like that before you get too far in.
Absolutely. Be as demanding and picky as you possibly can before you make any kind of major commitments. Whether it be having a child, whether it be getting married, whether it be moving in. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure y'all check all the boxes and you say, okay, you know what? I can live with that. I can look, even though she got feet like Flintstones, I can live with that. You know what I'm saying?
I just think about Boomerang every time you mention feet.
Yeah. By the way, too, Robin Givens' feet wasn't all that great, But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, I just hate to see it. I really hate to see it when these people commit and do things and then they like, man, I hate my baby mama. Man, shut up, bro. You wasn't saying none of that when you was
getting what you wanted.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear all that. You know what I'm saying? You knew. So half of y'all know the people that y'all dealing with. You done heard a lot of these folks is ran through. We know the game.
And don't choose to ignore stuff. And then a year later, you want to start complaining about it. Yeah. You saw it a year ago, but you decided to ignore it and act like it wasn't there. Now, a year later, you want to start complaining.
Dudes ignore it. Girls think they can change, folks.
And
dudes, we ignore stuff, and girls, y'all think y'all really can change somebody. Like, I can mold him. Like, girl, bye.
You can't make nobody do nothing they don't want to do.
You can't mold yourself.
Ooh.
What you gonna do with him?
Ooh.
A grown man. Like, stop. And then y'all dudes that just be ignoring stuff. Like, come on, bro. She had 4 baby mamas, and now you the 5th. 4 baby daddies. And you never know these days.
Lord.
Hey, she got 4 baby daddies, and here you is the 5th one, and you complaining about. Come on, bro. Like, stop, man.
Open your eyes before it's too late.
Oh yeah.
Open your eyes,
guys. Mental.
Look, if you've been with this woman or this man for 2 years and you ain't never heard them read nothing, you ain't never seen them sit down and read something other than Facebook, Instagram, and whatever else. You need to start asking some questions.
Oh yeah.
Because what are we doing?
Yep.
Like, stuff like that. Like,
you gonna notice a person too who can't stay off their phone pretty quickly. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the biggest things that couples argue about. We gonna make a topic about that. Cause I know me, I'm way worse than Kia. Like, it's like night and day.
Yeah.
I'm constantly on my phone. You know what I'm saying?
And when it get on my nerves, I tell them, hello.
Yeah. That definitely is a deal in today's society. And it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Phones is gonna blow up in our hands before it get any better. But yeah, you got to check them mental boxes, because like I said, the appearance is first, the mental is second, and it can trump every last one of these things.
But pay attention though. Like, just be like, like men, if you feel like you done got this dime piece that's way out of your league, don't ignore stuff just because you feel like she's just the finest thing you didn't ever talk to in your life. Because just because she look good don't mean she can bring value to your life.
Oh yeah.
Like, okay, you gonna get a pat on the back from your homeboys because you done got you this dime piece, but she can't cook, she can't clean, she can't read, she don't take care of her kids, she got bad hygiene. Like, don't ignore stuff.
Yup.
Just because you feel like, this part is up here. And maybe all this other stuff I can ignore until you can't.
Yeah, I can ignore her, I can fix it.
Yeah.
Nah, and what you got in your pants, bro, trust me, she done seen a few of them in her day and time. So that ain't gonna fix it neither, bro. I'm
And
just
women
saying.
too, like, look, y'all be like, oh, he look good, he make good money, but then on this side, he talked to his mama like she a dog. He don't take care of his kids, like he no, like
I got a friend right now that I just don't like the way he talked to his mom. You know, me and my mom, we don't have the closest relationship like him or whatever, but I will tell you, man, when I talk to my mom, it's nothing but respect. It's nothing but class and love because
mm-hmm.
it's my mother. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how he talked to his mom, and it really bugs me. And the most bizarre thing about it is he don't talk to his friends like that. And that's just so ugly to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people think, I don't know if people think you stupid or people just think you ain't paying attention or you don't care, but people notice stuff like that.
But I think too, some people they feel like that's been their norm, so they don't.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
feel
by the
like
way,
that's
I have
normal.
checked him several times about this, but at the end of the day, he a grown man. He treated her
Yeah.
how he want. He's so used to it, he can't break the habit.
And that was another thing for me. Even being in high school, I knew how a man treats his mom is gonna say a lot about how he may treat you. Not saying every man that treats his woman like his wife or his mom like she should be treated is gonna treat you like you should be treated. But that's something to pay attention to.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know,
it's definitely something to pay attention to, but it's not law because a lot of these dudes done
Yeah.
seen their mom. You remember when Chris Brown got caught up with Rihanna and was hitting on her or whatever he did? That was one of the deals that I think he used in his lawsuit or whatever. He was just like, I saw my mom get beat up on or something like that. It was something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on it, but
yeah, I remember something like that.
yeah, like that happens all the time. Like, yeah, he may treat his mama like gold, but guess what? He done picked up an old habit that he saw when he was, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And
a
see
kid.
that too, have those conversations about what that person's childhood was like. Like, yes, he treats his mom good, but he also seen her getting beat on. So he felt like if his mama never sat him down and had that conversation with him,
Yep.
he feel like that's normal.
That's
he feel like
normal.
it's okay for a man to go upside his woman's head. No.
Yeah.
No. Like, not to say every man is gonna repeat that cycle, but have those conversations. Like, you need to know that that's something that is something that he dealt with as a child.
Oh yeah.
You know, because
Most
just
definitely.
in case he try to pull that out his bag, you need to be ready. Because we ain't playing that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Like, no.
Absolutely. I think this is a good time to wrap up. We're going to take a little break real quick, y'all, and we will be right back to discuss the spiritual aspect and the financial aspect of having standards in 2024. We'll see y'all in just a minute. Peace. And we back like we never left. So let's get straight into it. The spiritual aspect of having standards in 2024. And the reason why I wanted to bring this up is because we're dealing with a lot more interracial couples. We're dealing with a lot more inter-religion couples. And it's definitely something to be discussed. And I think that what's happening is a lot of people are just straying away from what they believe in, and they're compromising, in which we all got our ways of doing things. If that's what you do, then do that. But we also have people out here who you get a Christian and a Muslim, and you know, they kind of hide it a little bit until, you know, it's time to do serious things, and then now it's a problem.
Yep.
You know, I'll share a quick little story, and I'll let you chime in on this. Excuse me. My late brother, he was about to get married, and everything was fine except the fact that we didn't know he was getting married. And mind you, we're a close-knit family, no issues really, nothing more or less than any other regular family, right?
Yeah.
Well, come to find out, he went ahead and got married without us. Well, one of him and his, I guess you can call her his
Wife.
widow.
Oh yeah, his widow.
His widow. One of their things was, or one of their beefs was the fact that she was Catholic and he was Christian, and my brother basically gave in, but by him giving in, he went and got married in the Catholic church and didn't invite us to his wedding.
Everybody was excluded.
Yeah. It was really, really, really bizarre. So, yeah, I mean, obviously your standards as far as your spiritual standpoint matters. You know what I'm saying? For his wife or ex-wife, widow, whatever, to be okay with that and disregarding his family. I get she got you by your thing and just got a hold of you. We get that part, but it's like, dang, like you ain't got no type of sensitivity towards his family or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's what they say in Friday After Next. What Uncle Elroy said, better than had you whipped for about 30 years. You know what I'm saying? And I'm joking about this stuff. Obviously, you know, I miss my brother. I wish he was here with us, but I share this story to try to help someone, you know, realize that, hey, you need to really talk about these things and you need to make sure that they're ironed out beforehand, or it can become a big issue to where it's just like, and things were never the same after that.
No, because how could they be? Like,
y'all. When was the last time we seen my nephew? We saw that boy when my brother was alive. He died in 2018. We saw him the year before, 2017. He was a baby, maybe like 6 months. We ain't seen that boy since. Yeah,
that's just the whole. What they should have had more conversation. Yep. I don't not to speak on their relationship or lie on your brother since he's no longer here, but I feel like it probably went further than it should have. Because, it just, conversations weren't had. Things weren't ironed out as clear as they should have been, I feel like.
Absolutely.
Before vows were exchanged. But you live and you learn.
Yep.
But you definitely have to have those conversations because, you see it all the time. Like, you hear women saying that they spouse ain't never met their parents because they have one religion and the other spouse has a different one. Like, why are you okay with that? Why are you okay with, first of all, I'm not finna be with this man and I can't meet his family? What? Like, if you, I guess maybe if you're not a family oriented person, it really don't matter. But coming from where I come from, I'm not finna settle down with somebody and I can't meet their family because they can't tell their family that I have a different religion or different beliefs or whatever the case may be. That's a problem. Like, that's a big issue right there. Like, how do we move forward from that?
Hey, just imagine I'm Christian, you Muslim or Islam, whatever. Forgive me if I'm disrespecting somebody. I just don't know the different. I believe it's Muslim though. The ones that don't eat pork. And let's say we've been dating for about 3 months and we really, really, really feeling each other, but we ain't got really too deep. And we go to a barbecue restaurant and I ordered the let's just call it the
swine meal.
Yeah, let's call it the swine special, the swine sloppy special sandwich. Swine sloppy special sandwich. Oh, if it's any barbecue guys out there, I just gave y'all the swine sloppy
special sandwich.
Special sandwich. The triple S. You know what I'm saying? The triple S. The quadruple S. You know what I'm saying? The quadruple S action. I got pulled pork on that thing. I got rib meat on that thing. I got bacon on that thing. And then to top it off, I got some sausages. You know what I'm saying? And they bring it out. She don't even hear me order it. And they bring it out. And then I see it and I take a bite. And I look to my right. And I look back to my left.
And I'm giving him the stank eye.
Either the stank eye just gone. That'd be crazy.
Yeah. But if we don't have this conversation
that'd
beforehand, Or let's say then I bring you to my family and you pull up
Yeah.
with a
Got
whole
ribs.
like I'm finna look real crazy because why?
Yeah.
Like I wasn't able to pre-warn my people.
None. Sorry guys, had a little bit of mishap there, but we back on. But yeah, you definitely got to discuss those kinds of things, religious wise, spiritual wise, where a person is. And another thing is, you have to see where they're at spiritually to know if there's more to life than them, more to life for them than just the tangible things, the physical, the money, you know what I'm saying, the power, whatever, you know what I'm saying, the looks. They just want to go around looking good and
the materialistic.
yeah, they just want to be on Facebook posting pictures and all that stuff. You have to know if they have something deeper to them than just what's here on this earth. You know, so yeah, the spiritual is vital, it's crucial. It is very, 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 very important. My faith is the most important thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Then it's my wife, then it's my family, then everything else falls in line. So, you know, if you're not dealing with a person of that magnitude or just doesn't really have anything going, it's probably not a good sign.
No.
They don't have anyone that checks them when they're out of line.
And then too, like my grandparents, they weren't on the same page. So my grandpa would be mad when she went to church. Why? I don't know why she always want to be at the church house. It's like, because you need to be there too. That's why. Yeah. I mean, they ended up getting divorced, but I just remember him saying that when I was a kid. Like, now she dragging y'all down there. I'm like, but what's the problem?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like, what is the problem?
And he didn't understand that you're married to a good woman, so your kids, or the kids, follow behind her because she's a good woman.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
not that you're a bad man, because they see the good in you too. But
and a lot of times when I feel like when people don't believe or they don't have anything, they feel like they don't have anything but to believe in. There's something behind that. Like for him, he lost his mom at a young age. She died of cancer, and he blamed God for that and never let it go. So sometimes it's that trauma, and you need to be getting to the root of that. Like you need to know people's the issues. You know, like because sometimes people need help to let things like that go, or to see things from a different light. And I mean, a lot of times, I mean, sometimes you'll have people that are just stubborn and they won't let it go, and you can't help them get out of that. That's something they got to figure out for themselves. And so then you need to know if you need to just let that go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So you just gotta dig. You gotta dig and know what you're dealing with, what you're getting yourself into.
Absolutely. And that's usually something that you can kind of see from the jump. If you really are doing your mental homework, literally, you know, if you're doing the mental homework, like I said, it's the gateway to finding out everything that you really need to know. The mental part of it is a gateway to find out if the person is physically who they say they are. Some of these folks out here, you know, when we was coming up, it was just a push-up bra you had to worry about. Nowadays, you go home and she take her whole face off. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
face, her.
Yeah, the mental is the portal to figure out everything that you need to know.
Cause look, if they mental, they got some stuff going on in their head. Look, them Spanx, the makeup, the hair, like if a person can't let you see who they truly are, there's probably some stuff going on mentally and emotionally and spiritually. If they just refuse to let you really see who they are, yes, you can get cute and whatnot. But if you feel like you have to have on this armor at all times, there's something going on inside that we need to work through. Because look, I got to breathe.
Oh yeah. Look, I love my wife's fupa so much that I went and got me one.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, you gotta, hey,
Look.
you got to know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What was that one Jamie episode? Or no, it was on Booty Call when he was like, you need to check these kinds of things. One time I was dating this one chick and he was just like, I seen her in the dark and she was looking good in the mug. And then he said a sea donkey came out. I was like, dang, boy, that is so
But for real, like,
yeah.
look, you gotta know what's underneath.
Especially with social media, boy, y'all be, and I gotta get on the women because we can't. It's only so much that we can do. We can put the little emoji and make our eyes look like they tighter or they, you know what I'm saying, like we cuter or something. But
because look, I done seen some chicks, they have on a full face of makeup and then they throw that filter on top of the makeup. It's like,
bruh,
you see them in person, like, who are you? Like, I don't, who, what?
Talking about some stuff off the Matrix or something. I don't
Magic.
know what they. Hey, listen, her like,
cause like,
Jippin' boys.
look, I ain't talking down on the girls that wear the makeup just cause I don't. Look, y'all be doing y'all thing. Kudos to you.
Oh yeah,
y'all be looking beautiful, but let these men see you bare face sometimes. Let your skin breathe. Like, natural beauty is beautiful. Like, embrace it. We all have flaws. I got blemishes and all. Embrace it. Ain't nothing wrong with it at all.
Amen. From there, we're gonna wrap it up with that and pivot to the last aspect of having standards in 2024, which is the financial. Now, with all of that said about the mental, spiritual, and physical, the financial can destroy all three of these. I mean, literally wipe it out. You know what I'm saying?
But if y'all ain't on the same page up until now, y'all shouldn't even get to this point.
And I'll kick this one off by saying this. I watched this guy's name is Anthony O'Neill. He's a finance guy. He used to work with Dave Ramsey or under him, whatever you want to say. He had this young lady on. She was, I say young, but she was probably closer to her 40s, single, no kids, doing her thing. Millionaire off of day trading. You know what I'm saying? Doing her thing. Well, and I showed, remember the girl we watched? Yeah, I showed Kia her one day, and Anthony O'Neill, he's single. He one of them like dudes that is desperate for a wife, as he should be. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want to be out here thotting. You want to get you a wife.
Who finds a wife finds a good thing.
Absolutely. But he asked her if your man made, or if a dude you were talking to made $50,000 a year, would you be able to date him? And she had like a kind of answer. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what? At first, I was like, who she thinks she is? Like, because she ain't my cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Or, whatever. Yeah. But to some men, they might find her very, very, very attractive. And it's one of them deals like, I'm sitting there looking at her like, who that? Because like I said, the appearance. Who that? If she thinks she is, like, she better be happy if she get like a brother to look like me. You know what I'm saying? And he making $50,000. That was a joke.
Yeah.
But no, if you get some Tyrese Genuine in their prime, not them now.
Not this version.
Not the why are you doing it to me? And then the Genuine doing not them. The ones from, when they was doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? And you talking about some, you only make $50,000 a year. That was my thinking then. But now I'm like, that's her prerogative. You know what I'm saying? If she don't want to date a man that ain't making the kind of money that she making, or at least half, you know what I'm saying? I would probably recommend that you probably stay in your bracket. You know what I'm saying? Like, do what you want to do. Love is, you can't help who you love, right?
Exactly.
That's what they say?
Yep.
But I will say, don't be surprised if, he just want to be a house dad and you got a cleaning lady and a this and this, and then you just realizing you just got a bum. You know what I'm saying?
Like, he just there.
He just there waiting on the next trip. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you definitely gotta check that at the door.
And of
That's
course,
your business.
It's a uncomfortable conversation. Like nobody wants to discuss finances, especially if you are just dating somebody. But you don't want to marry them and still haven't had that conversation. Because if they thousands and thousands of dollars in debt and you done already walked down the aisle, that is now a part of your problem.
Amen.
So have that conversation before it's too late. Yes, it's uncomfortable, but you got to be grown.
Yes.
You got to be grown because you don't want to be underwater before you even, really have a plan together.
And for those of you that don't tell your significant other before that you have these things, shame on you.
Yeah.
Shame on you.
Don't trick nobody.
Shame on you.
Don't get nobody under false pretenses. Like, don't do that.
In my opinion, that's a reason to get divorced. I really believe that because it's beyond the finances. You thought that this was important enough to keep it away from you. You understand? Like, and you knew that this was going to become my problem.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? That's just straight up selfish.
Like, we married 2 years in, we want to buy a house and we can't because now you want to talk about how you got all these people you owe. Wait a minute, ma'am, sir. Like, no, like that's not okay. It's
not as bad as hiding that you have children, but it's on that. It's up there. Like, some people get married and then they tell you, oh, well, yeah, I got a son here. I got a son. You're like, it ain't that bad, but it's up there. It's up there. Yeah. And I feel like both of them are fireable offenses. Yes. I really do.
Oh, yeah.
I follow Dave Ramsey here and there. I don't do everything Dave Ramsey, but one thing that I do agree with him, he tells people, don't live together. You know what I'm saying? Keep your finances separate if you aren't married. You know what I'm saying? And if they have a debt, that ain't your debt yet until you become equally yoked. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And I completely 1000% agree with that.
That's one thing I don't understand. Why are we sharing bank accounts and we not married?
Yeah.
What are we doing? We ain't living together, but you got access to my money and I got access to yours.
And now if you're in a state of like, y'all are in y'all engaged, I kind of understand that.
Yeah. But if we're just dating.
Yeah.
No, especially if you got bad spending habits, so you done blew through your money. Now you want to come blow through mine. Nah. No, nobody's obligated to take care of you.
No.
Like if y'all are just dating, that man don't have to help you with your bills. That woman don't have to help you with your bills. If they want to do that, that's fine. But they don't have to. Like y'all are dating. You are not completely their responsibility. Once y'all are married, yeah. But no. I don't know where people got this from.
I got a friend right now that signed on a house with his girl, and man, when I tell y'all, they are the most toxic couple I ever seen in my entire life. They had a son together, and I pray for that son. I really do. It's really that bad.
Yeah, because if we don't have intentions on really making this thing for real, we gonna get married. Everybody don't believe in marriage. We've had the conversation that this is a long-term thing. Like we are in this to the end. Why am I going and signing on a mortgage with you? Like, why am I making that commitment? Because if stuff hit the fan, that's a whole lot of stuff we got to deal with to really sever those ties.
And trust me, y'all, we speaking from experience.
Oh, yeah.
We did the whole shacking up thing for years and years and years and years and years. On and off, all that kind of stuff. So we speak from experience.
Yeah.
Complete experience. Don't do it.
No. Because when you do separate, if you do separate, it makes stuff so much harder than what it really have to be. Like you can't make a clear break from somebody when y'all on this lease together. Y'all sharing accounts. Y'all like you. Yeah, it's
and
just
if
a
you
headache.
are shacking up, we're gonna call it financial shacking up. You need to keep you an emergency fund, just like how we have to have an emergency fund for the house and all that kind of stuff. You need to keep you an emergency fund for if something hit the fan. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's our take on it. And I think that should wrap it up for us today. So I'm going to just give y'all a brief overview. Having standards in 2024 is 4 components: physical appearance, mental state, spiritual state, and financial state. Get those boxes checked off. You ain't going to check everything.
No.
You understand? But through those 4 things, I think that pretty much covers it all.
Yes.
You know, do your homework. You know, do your research.
And don't ignore the red flags.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and use 23andMe as well, because we don't condone no inbreeding on this podcast. You understand?
Oh, Lord.
Not
inbreeding.
Yeah. You know, I just had to throw in a little bit of humor, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, because it happens. People don't.
Oh, it absolutely happens.
Like, I don't know my dad's side. So it'd be easy for me to get mixed up. You know, like if you don't ask questions, you don't know. I don't know all of my family. So it could happen.
And I know we ain't related because obviously I'm dark skinned and she light skinned. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
He's delusional. He's delusional.
She has Europeans later in her, you know what I'm saying, family tree. I'm all black.
I need y'all to get in the comments and let this man know he is not dark skinned.
I'm dark skinned and ain't nobody else gonna tell me no different. And if you
Morris
want
Chestnut
smoke, let
is
me
dark
know.
skinned. Wesley
If you
Snipes.
want smoke, let me know. You understand what I'm talking about?
Please tell him, y'all. Please tell him.
If you want these smoke, you barely can see my hand on this microphone. You know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, man. Don't play with me. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to let y'all go.
Team dark skin.
Because this
You know what I'm
man.
saying? Hashtag team dark skin.
You blending in with your shirt right now. That's
You
what
smell
you're doing.
me?
That's how light you are.
You know
You
what I'm
blending
saying?
in with your shirt.
Hey. I'm dark skinned. So, yeah. It is what it is.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
man.
Anyway, man, thank
Bless
y'all
him.
for tuning in. We are blessed. Thank y'all for watching Fuller's Corner podcast, where we give experience, not advice. This is our disclaimer, by the way, too. Experience, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. You get what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I got on my summer shirt because Christmas is over. Thank the Lord. And it's summer bod time. It's time to get this summer bod going. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to end this off too, babe. You got any other thing you want to say?
Bye. Thank y'all. Y'all have a happy new year. Bring the year in right. And yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to end it and show y'all my Jamie Foxx. Sexy.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's sexy.
He's special, y'all.
I'm
He's
flexing
special.
my fupa. My man
Lord.
fupa. Man, y'all have a good one, man. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year's. Well, Christmas over here. Happy New Year. All that good stuff. Love y'all. We will see y'all in 2024.
Yes. Bye.